watching or listening to me. So I'm going to do let's just so let's just see. Hi everyone, this is Rose with Goddess Love Tarot, and I'm here to just do a general reading for the collective to see what energies are coming up, where we're at, see what messages Spirit has for us, if there's anything that we need to address right now, be more conscious of, anything that will help guide us in the direction we need to take, and any messages that Spirit might have. Okay, let's see what we got. So we got the Seven of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, and the King of Cups in reverse. Okay, well, as far as your finances are concerned, you seem to be on the right path. Things are going well. Seven of Pentacles is a path of abundance, finding. When you get the Seven of Pentacles, things in your life have turned in your favor. You're able to manifest the things that you want in your life. Things are coming easily. There's a lot of opportunity for you, and you're doing very well financially and in your career, or in whatever it is that you aspire to do. You're doing very well, and things are coming together for you. The Eight of Pentacles talks about working hard to achieve your goals. So financially, it seems that you're on the right path. The King of Cups in reverse is someone who just is not supportive emotionally, someone who may be emotionally manipulative, someone who is more selfish and self-centered, thinks about only what they want. So there could be someone who is in your life that is selfish with their finances. Things may be going well for them. Two of Cups reversed. So this may be someone that you were in a relationship with, a relationship that has ended, severing of ties. So this could be an ex, perhaps, that you were with, someone that you recently had a breakup with. They are doing very well financially, it looks like. The Three of Cups in reverse. So, Three of Cups in reverse talks about it could be a third-party interference. There could be a third party in this dynamic that kind of interrupted the connection. The Three of Cups upright talks about gatherings and parties, just socializing, having a good time. But the Three of Cups in reverse talks about not being able to do that. not being social, kind of limiting your fun time, just not being around other people, not making time for other people. And like I said, this could also mean that someone has kind of interfered in your relationship when the Three of Cups is reversed. So there could be another influence, someone that, came in the picture or is involved with someone that you were involved with. The Hangman, the Nine of Pentacles. A lot of pentacles here, and they're all in the upright position, which is financial abundance, security, opportunities. The Nine of Pentacles is your wish fulfilled, is almost completion in your financial quests. So whoever this is talking about is really financially secure, doing well. But spiritually, they could be having an awakening of some type, kind of looking at things from a different view, trying to tap into their spiritual side. This is someone who needed to kind of step out of the norm of reality and look at things from a different perspective, or was taken out of the norm to look at things from a different perspective. So let's find out what the Hangman means. Let's get some clarity right there for the Hangman. Give me some clarity for the Hangman. Okay, let's see. The Knight of Wands, the Ace of Swords, and the Eight of Wands reversed. So let's see if I can figure this one out. So whoever this was, they were very slow to move in communicating and trying to take action in a situation that may have become kind of hostile in a way. So this person, I feel, kind of had a hostile attitude perhaps towards someone. It was very slow to maybe help them out or be there for them. He wasn't very willing to help somebody out here. He was really procrastinating. So if that resonates with you, this person was really not trying to do you any favors. Especially, I guess, financially. They were keeping that from you. They very slow to help you financially. Anything else, Spirit, about the finances? What's going on here with finances? A lot of cards, but we'll take them. All right. We have Strength, Knight of Cups, Four of Pentacles, Six of Cups, Nine of Cups reverse, Two of Pentacles, and Death. Okay, so let me just clear these cards here so I can work on these here for us. Let's see. So what's going on? What message is Spirit trying to tell us about something going on right now in the collective energy? Let's see. So there's still a situation that somebody can't let go of, that doesn't want to end. Okay, so there's a situation that has been trying to end, but somebody won't let this connection go. All right. The Nine of Cups in reverse talks about family arguments, people getting involved in your business, in your relationships, putting their 2 cents in, disputes over money. They can't agree on how to delegate their money responsibilities. This is just somebody not comfortable in their environment where they are, feeling defensive, feeling that they have to defend anything that they want to do financially. The Two of Pentacles reversed. Someone, had to juggle two choices and financial choices. So there was obligations that there were two different obligations this person was dealing with, and feeling that he had to choose financially which direction he was going to take, and it's reversed. So this was something that was very hard for them to do. Let me see. Where's my... Let me get a little bit more clarity on this Two of Pentacles reversed here. So whatever was going on, this person just cannot really decide what they wanted and procrastinated a lot in making a decision. Even now, with the Six of Cups in reverse, they're still kind of living in the past, thinking about the past. Maybe better times, going back to a time when things were easier for them, but kind of getting stuck in that energy of the past. When it's reversed, it's someone who is really missing a part of their life that they had to leave behind. Yeah, so in this dynamic, there was just a lot of imbalance. Someone was very overwhelmed about the choices that they had to make. And it all had to deal with finances. That, their expenditures were a priority in their life. And it was really stressful for this person, okay? There was a lot of conflicts between this person and someone else regarding money. All right, so because of the conflicts, this person felt like they really needed to retreat and maybe go back somewhere to the past where they're happier, and there was just not a good environment for them financially with this person, they feel. So even though they didn't want the relationship to really end, they just didn't want to be in this relationship or this situation where they felt that money was more important than the relationship, is what I'm getting. Okay, so in this person's mind, they felt that maybe you or someone else was putting money before their happiness, or their, cared more about the money than they cared about the person. So that's kind of what I'm picking up. So this person wasn't very happy when it came to, the dynamic of which, if this was a couple, if this was your ex, or this is someone that you were living with, someone that you've shared the finances with, they just felt that you were more concerned with the money than you were with them. So this is why this King of Cups came out in reverse here. And this is why this relationship severed. So this reading is really all about emotions and finances. So how your finances have affected the outcome of your situation right now. So this is what we're addressing here in this reading. So this is what Spirit wants to address with this. Maybe to give you some clarity as to where the dynamic left off, or why things happened the way they did. Okay, so we have the Four of Pentacles reversed, the Knight of Cups, and Strength. So the Four of Pentacles is talking about someone who is just really protective over their finances. Someone who works really hard for the money and they're trying to protect this money. Someone who doesn't really want to share their money. Okay, so someone's being very tight with their money in this situation. The Knight of Cups is someone who's very in their emotions, who wants to share their emotions, who wants to give their emotions, who is ready to, envelop a serious romantic relationship with someone. So they're ready. The Knight of Cups is ready to commit to love, but here with the Four of Pentacles in reverse, it seems that even though he was wanting to commit to this relationship, didn't want to commit financially to it, or just that stopped him from committing to this relationship. Strength. So it seems that it's gonna take strength. It took strength to get through this relationship somehow. So, however, let's get some clarity on the strength here. What do we have to say about strength here in this connection? How does strength relate to this connection here? What do you want to tell us about strength in this connection, Spirit? Okay, come on, give me a card. There it is. Let's see. Five of Wands in reverse. Okay, so the Five of Wands upright is a lot of confusion. People kind of fighting with each other, speaking over each other, not listening to one another. So in reverse, let's see. This really has to do with how strong they were in the relationship too. So let's see what's going on here with the Five of Wands. In reverse. So there really was an attempt to try to end conflict about money, to have peace and harmony in the relationship. And, it became a point where they were just really, it was really hard to talk to this other person because there was just a fear of confrontation about money. It seemed that money seemed to be the whole focus of this relationship. So after a while, it just became very uncomfortable to talk about money. So your person may have just suppressed their temper in this relationship. They may have been feeling a lot of animosity about it or guilt, something. They were feeling something that they didn't really want to talk about. So they seem to be looking for an argument so that they didn't have to talk about it. Okay. So this could be another dynamic of this relationship. If it was something that was important to you that had to do with the finances, your person did everything they could to not talk about it. Which caused a lot of, arguments. It caused, somebody here had a short fuse when it came to the finances. All right. So either it was you or it was them, or maybe it was both of you to an extent. Just it was just a very touchy topic to talk about for some reason in this relationship. It seemed to be a pretty turbulent relationship when it came to the money aspect of it. So it's really the whole dynamic of this connection revolved around money, and maybe it didn't mean to, but that's what it ended up being. So it ended up being really financially stifling for this connection. And it took a lot of strength, it took a lot of energy to be in this relationship. There was constant back and forth, fighting over the connection, really. It's kind of like emotionally, it just feels like there was all the cups here are reversed and all the pentacles are turned upright. So emotionally, this connection was lacking that emotional tie or that emotional bond. So the finances really kind of killed the emotional bond that this relationship really probably had a lot of potential to have. And it turns somebody very hostile and just turns somebody kind of against you, somebody that's working against you, moving very slow in the connection, not willing to put any effort towards the connection anymore. And they started a new journey. So someone just wiped the slate clean. And so this, well, of course, we have a severing of the ties here. So whoever this was, severed ties and just started a new journey, wiped the slate clean. And this could be someone who you may consider to be your twin flame. So this was a spiritual connection. This was a connection that was meant to be a connection of festivities and building a life together. Okay, but the finances really tore this connection apart. There was a lot of secrets being kept also in this relationship regarding money. There was some deceit regarding money. So this relationship became very secretive about the money, became like they were somebody could have been manipulating you or felt they were being manipulated for money. So this connection just, there was a lot going on in someone's head about this connection and the financial aspect of this connection. So somebody here didn't trust another person, I guess financially, for one side, and the other side, the person didn't trust them emotionally. So one person could have not trusted the other person as far as keeping financial obligations, and the other person felt that that person wasn't emotionally giving enough to feel comfortable in the situation to where they could trust them if they gave them financial help, that they would not turn on them later and just use them for the money. That's kind of the energy I'm getting here. So someone was very afraid of being used for something and afraid of giving out emotions. And it could have been both of you. There seems to be a lot of just a lack of faith in this connection. Page of Swords or Princess Swords. So the Knight of Swords is someone who, when they have a goal or they have an agenda, they will do anything to make it a success. They will go through take any kind of risk. They will do whatever they have to do to make sure that they achieve whatever goal they're set out to achieve. Even if it's being ruthless sometimes. If they have to be ruthless to get what they want, they will. This person is very determined to get what they want. And the Nine of Wands reversed. This is someone who's just tired of fighting for what they want. So someone will go to the extremes to get what they want, and the other person's tired of fighting for what they want. So this is where the connection was. One felt they were fighting for the connection, and one was going to extremes to get what they want in the connection. So the two were always conflicting each other. They were always like fighting each other, either mentally, emotionally. I don't see any physical violence here, just a lot of emotional and mental blockages, financial blockages, are caused by the finances, because someone here was obviously doing very well financially, but didn't want to give to the connection. So the other person withheld love, withheld their emotion, because this other person wasn't contributing to the relationship the way they needed it, and so forth. So they were having this exchange of not giving enough to the other person, or giving what the other person needed. And they walked away from it. And they just left you with empty cups here. So they walked away from the emotional part of this relationship because they felt that there was nothing in those cups, that you weren't offering them what they wanted or what they could use. So they just walked away from it. Six of Wands is just talking about venturing out to see what you have, see what you can attain, see what you can gather. This is someone who, after arguing and kind of standing their ground in what they want, is looking for the opportunities to manifest it, to bring it into their life, to start rebuilding something, and kind of building their life, after they had to fight for it. This is when they started to look at what they had available to them and how they could use it in their life. So someone, and maybe both people, were just kind of looking at what was available to them and how it could benefit their life. And after a time of, retreat and having to take some time to reflect on their own healing, let's see what's going on here. It's time for balance, it seems. So after all of this, someone has had time to kind of step out of this situation and heal whatever was keeping them stuck in this relationship, and realizes that there needs to be balance in this connection, because it was so out of balance between the emotional and the financial aspects of this that it just completely threw it out of whack. So taking time to be away from the relationship has opened their eyes up to see that it needs balance, and kind of going within to do some inner reflection, do some introspection on maybe their part in this dynamic. So someone is really taking the time to contemplate, to think, to try and analyze the situation and what went wrong. Okay, so someone's now starting to maybe take some accountability for where this relationship went wrong. The Empress. The Empress is a very powerful woman. An Empress has her emotions in check, her finances in check, her confidence in check. This is all the queens put together. So this person was very in balance with what she wanted and what she and where she was at in her life. Okay, so maybe now that this person has had time to step out of the situation and look at it differently with this hangman here, been able to step out of the situation and look at it from a different perspective. He could be seeing that all along you were the queen or the empress, okay? He was fighting the empress and realizes that you did things for a reason. The way you were behaving, it was because you felt in your own heart that it wasn't what needed to be happening. So he's realizing now, he's starting to see your strength and where you were in this, and that maybe it wasn't you who was out of alignment here. The will, the karma will. So this person now is seeing you as somebody who was their good luck, someone who kind of balanced their life out, brought them good things. So this person is now seeing you in a different light, okay? So this person is now seeing you in a more positive light instead of all these reverse cups. You know, before when they were with you, they were looking at you very negatively. Their emotions were all over the place. They emotionally felt like they couldn't be in this relationship, but now they're seeing it differently. But they felt that there was no good options, that it was a situation that no matter what they chose, there wasn't going to be a good outcome, and the outcome would not be happy. And they weren't happy in this relationship to the point, the Nine of Cups in reverse. Either they weren't happy in this relationship or they're not happy now. Let's see what the next card is. Judgment reversed. So I think they're starting to take a little bit more responsibility for the way this ended up. Because the Judgment card is talking about giving out justice, getting, people getting their just desserts, people getting what they deserve. Awakening to the truth. So I think right now, this person that we're talking about here in this reading is now awakening to the truth of the relationship and seeing it differently. Looking at it from a different perspective. And, let's see here. This person could even be spying on you, still keeping tabs on you, wanting to communicate with you, but is kind of doing it from a distance, okay? They're still keeping their distance from you. This person wants to come in and communicate with you and share ideas with you and maybe tell you what they're thinking, but they're still kind of hesitant. So they're just kind of watching you from afar, I think, kind of still not ready to let you go, but not letting you in their life yet. Because, yeah, we have the Two of Swords up right here, where it's just kind of a stalemate right now. Can't really move anywhere. So this relationship can't go anywhere at this point. This person isn't ready for it to go anywhere. They're just thinking about what happened and why it happened, and maybe their part in how it happened. So if you were with someone that kind of wanted to place the blame on you for everything that went wrong, they're now starting to see it differently and starting to maybe take a little bit of responsibility, but they're still not ready to move forward. They're at a stalemate right now. Queen of Cups. Yeah, this person is still seeing you as someone who might be a little bit reserved emotionally, stingy, selfish, self-absorbed. They're seeing you as this kind of bitchy person that was kind of self-centered. All right. So they're trying to get out of this energy, but they still have some negative feelings about this connection. All right. 3 of Wands. And you may have felt that you put a lot of work into this and that it was going to pay off. I think the perspective in this relationship was just distorted here with the 2 of Swords also, because they're wearing blindfolds. So neither one of you could really see this connection clearly. You're always opposing each other. There was always opposing forces in this relationship, and neither one of you wanted to look at really what that was going on within this connection. So you both were blind to the reasons this connection fell apart. There was a lot of offers being made in this connection. A lot of opportunities that this relationship had. But a lot of the opportunities were in someone's head, okay? So either someone was lying about the opportunities they were offering you, or this was just all a fantasy in someone's head, that someone was imagining that this connection was something more than it actually was, okay? That there was more to this relationship. So let's see what this means. 10 of Swords in reverse. So somebody felt betrayed in this relationship, or someone betrayed someone else in this relationship. And maybe because these cups were full of daydreams and fantasies more than reality, okay? So this person did stab you in the back. This person did leave you in a situation that left you pretty much there to die, okay? This person also runs away from the situation chaos that they create because they don't want to stick around and see what they've done. So this person runs from their actions a lot. Doesn't want to face the aftermath of something they've created. 3 of Pentacles. This connection had potential to be very productive and very, it could have gone somewhere if you guys would have worked together, okay? If you would have decided to work together in this relationship, it could have actually gone somewhere, and it would have been a good team. You made a good team. But because of the insecurities that each of you had within this relationship, it fell apart. And this person ended up doing you dirty, ended up leaving you in a bad situation. And put you in a very financially burdened state, okay? Making you feel financially crippled, basically. So yeah, this really did change your emotions towards this person, made you withdraw your emotions. The Princess of Cups is like the Page of Cups here, kind of just not willing to invest in this connection any longer emotionally. And, you know, kind of stopped caring about putting in effort. You know, maybe became lazy, didn't want to put the effort in, stopped working towards the connection, not investing in it any longer, and feeling stuck, being stuck. So this is where you guys are at, all right? So right now, you guys are just stuck. Both of you, you're stuck in this dynamic still, even though it's severed. It's still a really heavy energy in both of your lives, both of your minds, both of your hearts. It seems like you can't get out of this energy. So let me get some advice from Goddess here about what we can do to maybe change this, because if you're stuck, it's like this energy just keeps, it's ongoing. It's an ongoing energy that neither one of you are willing to budge on. You both feel like you're right in the situation, you know, and you both have your points, and you both are guilty to some extent. Okay. I experience my emotions and channel them into useful actions. Use this gift when passions flare or strong feelings threaten to overwhelm logic and practicality. Experience emotions honestly as they arise. Do not suppress them. Negative emotions will subside over time in the light of reason and compassion for yourself and others. What are you passionate about? Can show you ways to changing your life. Okay, so what are you passionate about, and let that show you the ways to change your life. So what are you passionate about in this relationship? What were you in the relationship for? So think about those things instead of the negative things in this connection. That will help you change your view on the connection and maybe change this dynamic here. I have the power to transform my life. Use this gift when you notice resistance, either in yourself or in others, for the idea of being able to change your life. Profound change usually comes in small increments over time. Keep a positive attitude, and you will be able to undo years of negative affirmations in record time. So yeah, again, just kind of be more positive and think about the more positive things about this connection. And that goes for both parties. I mean, my God, it just seems like such a negative, heavy energy that surrounded this connection. But apparently there was something there that connected you. Why else would you have stayed in it, or would they have stayed in it? You both were looking for something and felt the other could give it to them, but wasn't. I enjoy being healthy and doing what is good for me. Use this gift when you feel resistant to doing what you know is in your best interest. The desire to sabotage our efforts to improve ourselves comes from our resistance to change. With self-improvement comes new activities. It's hard for me to read this. Friends and other manifestations of change. We can often resist because we fear the unknown. Okay, so sometimes we are afraid to work on ourselves, okay? Because we get stuck in this comfort zone of just knowing what to expect. When you get stuck in a dynamic like this, it's like you kind of start expecting that from the other person. So there's like an unwillingness to change because you're already expecting a certain outcome, and you're kind of manifesting that by your thinking. I am free of pain and suffering. Use this gift to remember who you really are. Breathe slowly and deeply as you remember that you are a soul moving onward and upward. You are not your name. You are not what you do. You are not your body. Visualize beautiful birds removing your pain and suffering with the golden beaks and flying away to drop them off in the vast ocean. So don't let this relationship define you. And if it's caused you a lot of pain, let the pain go. There was some good in this connection if you would both stop thinking about the negative things. start thinking about the positive things in this connection, and that might be enough to start changing um, the vibration in it. So as long as this negative thinking continues, it will always be stagnant and it will always be ugly. But there is beauty in this relationship if you can turn it around. Okay? So use positive thought, let go of the pain. Try to change your thoughts and direction of how you treat this relationship. Because I think this person did want to give you that financial security you were looking for, and you were able to give them the emotional security they were looking for. It just somehow got totally discombobulated and ended up tearing this connection apart. Okay, so that's the reading I have for today. Maybe that'll give you some insight on where you're at energetically with this person. If you resonated with this reading, please like and subscribe. And if you want to go further into this on your own, in your own reading, so we can get more personal details, just send me a message. I'll leave my email, and I work for donations, so you can just donate whatever it is that you would like, so you can support my channel. All right, so good night, everyone, and I'll see you on my next reading.